Trigger warnings for this episode can be found in the description below. Leftovers at the End of the World, Episode 1, Not a Taxi.
No, just that. Thanks.
Come again.
See you later.
Hey, Anak.
Morning, Elena. How's it going?
The usual. You got that delivery for me?
For you, a first class.
Oh, I'm honored.
What's in it?
New lures for Marisol.
Oh, hang on, though. You can get those anywhere. Why'd I have to go all the way to the Prescott Sea for it?
Well, these are special. Remember a month ago I was telling you about that weirdo from Flag? Well, it turns out that he's been experimenting with different lures and needed some supplies from me, but he didn't have anything I wanted or needed.
You did the trade for free?
No, of course not. I told him that if his lure worked, that I would get first pick.
So he succeeded.
He radioed and said it did, so I'm inclined to believe him.
Cool. Oh, by the way, there's something extra in there.
Right. I'll take care of that. Changing topics. What can I get you?
Do you got any spare bulbs? I noticed one of my headlamps is starting to give out, and I don't think it'll handle another trip.
I don't know if I'll have any. Have you already tried the shipyard?
Ugh, too pricey. They want things I can't trade for. And whatever jobs they have, they are not things I'm willing to risk my neck for.
Okay, let me look.
Hey, does that thing still work?
The radio? Nah, it's been broken for a long time. And no one wants parts from it either. I've been trying to get rid of it.
What do you want for it?
Ah, I found it! For you, a light bulb.
Ooh, thanks, perfect. And the radio?
For free. It's a chunky thing just taking up space. It doesn't even have a handle anymore. You can strip it for parts if you want.
Really?
I can't get the thing to work.
You're sure? No trade for it?
Not exactly. Are you stopping by Marisol's?
Well, yeah, I need to stock up. You need me to do a delivery?
Yeah, a short one. She left her scarf at home and I haven't had the chance to run it over to her.
Sure, give it.
Here, thanks.
See you around.
Bye.
Just stick it on ice, and it's fine.
That doesn't work if the fish are half rotted. And I don't even know what kind of creature that thing is.
It's... Ugh.
Just come back when you have something that's fresh.
Fine, I will. Sorry for yelling. It's not your fault. I'm just mad.
Oof, Hunter's testy today. What was that about?
For the third time this month, Hunter's brought me bad stock. I don't know what's happening, but I think she's losing her touch or something. Anyway, what brings you here?
A scarf from your wife.
Oh, thank you.
And for a restock, if you've got it, I need about a week's worth of the scorpion jerky.
The worst thing the gods ever did was make those horrible creatures big and aquatic.
Oh, so you're fine with the 10-foot long, 3-foot wide canal snakes, but not the swimming scorpions.
Yeah, canal snakes don't have 14 eyes or razor-sharp claws.
Ooh, you're making me crave soup now.
You're awful. Here, please never cook this for us when we come over.
Don't tempt me.
That looks like the radio from... Did Elena finally sucker you into that?
No, she said I could just have it. My radio's gonna fritz out soon, so I don't know, maybe I can scrap it or something. What do you want for the scorpion?
Delivery. Not mine. I'm just playing middleman. The last courier said he couldn't take it all the way, but I said I knew someone.
Me? Right? You did say it was me, right?
Yep. Anyway, it needs to go to Waddell.
Ooh. I don't know, Mari. It's not exactly safe. And I don't want to get caught there and have to spend the night.
Look, it's not that bad. Sure, the people are a little on the crazy side.
A little? Girl, they're a cult who thinks the world will just magically go back to when the old gods were around. Not that it's much better than now.
Still, if they're asking for deliveries, it must mean there's some humanity left in them.
Give me that.
Thank you. Oh, take this extra pack of mussels and consider it as hazard pay.
Oh, fantastic. For real though, thanks. I'll see you when I get back.
Bye.
Food? Yes. Oh, but music though. Radio first. I'm pretty sure I've got some small tools. Where the hell did I... Oh. Yeah. Here you are. Let's see if I can get you working again. Ooh, I'm hoping I didn't need to scrap you. Not that you were worth much of anything. Ooh. Okay, this is a good sign. I like... Ah, that freaking hurt. Yes.
And
yes,
if
yes,
you're
yes,
in
yes.
the area,
Whoa.
don't forget to give
Nice
me
work,
your old
me.
Saguaro
Good job.
a hello. Up next is Sad Bird Blues by the Sad Bird Blues Crew.
Hunter. Hi.
Can I come in?
Are you here for a delivery?
Yes. Me.
You know I'm not a taxi service. Go find someone else to trade with.
No, wait, hear me out. I overheard your conversation with Marisol. You're supposed to deliver something to Waddell? I want to go with you.
Oh, I'm not hiring.
Not for that. I'm hoping you could drop me off since you're headed that way anyway.
You want me to leave you? In Waddell?
Yes.
That's insane. Or what are you gonna trade me for?
Favor.
A favor? Oh my god, you're serious? Oh, I know you well enough to know that is not a good trade. Goodbye.
Wait, please. I want to hunt out there. The more dangerous the catch, the more I could get for it. First catch. I'll trade you my first rare catch.
Why won't you charter a taxi?
No one will take me. They don't want to risk it.
And a courier will.
Yes, I mean reputation.
Stop. Oh god, I'm doing this. Shoes by the door. I don't want you tracking in whatever you got on you.
But you're wearing shoes.
Chanelas. There's a difference. Table. Sit. Don't touch anything.
Thanks. Hey, is this new? Why, yes, it is new, Hunter. Thank you for noticing.
You know I don't sound like that.
Hey, I was listening to that.
Well, hurry up then if you want to keep listening.
I can't believe it's been 6 years since they released this song. Some say their first album was the best, but I have to admit, I really like their most recent one. It's heartwarming to know that even now, humans are still finding ways to be human. Alright, down to some actual news. There have been reports of earthquakes up near the Grand Canyon. I know none of us are close enough, but...
The last time I was in Waddell, I caught this creature.
Okay.
It was a dark and stormy night.
Uh-huh.
You're right, it wasn't. But it was raining, and I was getting desperate because the storm was rolling in, and I'd only caught a few snakehead and only a handful of mussels. Enough for myself, but I really need a trade. Plus, the unsinkable, say nothing. I'm aware of the irony of losing her. Anyway, she was barely hanging on, and I needed repairs badly. Which is the whole reason I was out there trying to get something to trade. I was getting desperate, so I decided the smart thing for me to do was anchor in the middle of the water and hope that something would nibble and the storm wouldn't take me out. So I set out a couple lines and waited. I would have set out more, but, you know, I broke the others.
Sounding rude, but why do you keep breaking them?
Well, the more risky the catch.
Right. The more risk you take for starving or not having anything to trade.
I know, but when it pays off, it pays off.
And how often does it pay off?
I was doing my best to
go
keep
ahead
an eye on the
anyway.
storm, but it moved in faster than I expected, and I immediately regretted my decision. I felt like loose cargo because of how the waves were just throwing me from window to window. One even cracked, and I felt my heart sink thinking about what it would cost me to repair or replace that. Even worse is when I picked myself off the deck and saw that one of my lines had broken. I really couldn't afford to lose that last one, so stupid me. I decided that trying to scavenge my last lifeline.
Har, lifeline. I heard it. It's dumb. Go on.
Fine. Well, I went out like a warrior to battle the rain and wind. Let me tell you, I've never felt anything that painful. It was like the rain was made of little jagged rocks that wouldn't stop. Worse than hail or acid rains. But the thought of losing literally everything helped overpower my survival instincts. It was worth it though, because I managed to free my line. And that's when I felt it. A sharp tug that nearly took me overboard. And I was able to stop myself by falling backwards using my body weight to counterbalance.
Uh-huh.
Fine. I slipped. Let me have this.
Sorry, continue.
Anyway, I got excited because if that was a good catch, then everything I went through would have been worth it. At least I wouldn't starve that day. So I pulled as hard as I could, but whatever it was fighting me. Hard. Like my muscles. I won, obviously, and pulled the thing back on board. I didn't even stop to get a look at it because the rain hurt so much, and I swear my skin was just raw from the storm. I just saw that it was large and fish-shaped enough that it was good enough for me to satisfy my next trade. All I wanted to do was just shower and lie down and focus on who I'd do the next trade with.
I can't believe you were dumb enough to stay out in that rain.
Aww, were you concerned?
No.
Admit it!
No, shut up. Tell your story.
Boo. Anyway, I was right about my skin because by the time I dragged the thing and dumped it inside, I was dribbling blood everywhere. Good thing my floors were already ruined because having to clean blood out of them might have made me cry. But by that point, I was already in a get the heck out of here and back to port mode. So it wasn't until I got into safety that I actually got a good look at the thing.
Thing?
Yeah, thing. It was a salamander creature, but the size of a 2-year-old child. It had fins and whiskers like a catfish, but the freakiest part were the eyes. It had about 4 eyes on its head, each a different color, and they were looking at me. I swear, this creature looked at me like it was properly intelligent, and it actually scared me.
You? Scared?
Yeah, I know. It had to be cursed, and I wanted to throw the creature back into the ocean. And I was going to, but when I went to grab it, it sprayed ink all over me before going still.
You killed it?
Not on purpose. It freaked me out. But looking closer, I realized that the ink was probably a defense mechanism from a scared creature. I felt a little guilty after that, but it was dead, and I wasn't about to let a good trade go to waste. So I wrapped and packaged it with the rest of my catch.
Wow.
Okay, I feel like I remember saying that logic was gone by this point, right? What was I supposed to do, huh?
You know what? Right. Keep going.
After the guilt came the annoyance. I did not want to clean all that ink from my kitchen, but I had to. And that's when I discovered that it wasn't ink at all. It was some kind of black, mucusy substance that was protecting eggs. I mean, I guess that they were because they did look a lot like fish eggs. Disappointment added to my annoyance because maybe if I'd been more careful, I would have been able to harvest it properly. Strange, creepy caviar? Maybe there's some kind of freaky connoisseur out there that would have traded for a whole new boat.
Did you? Trade it.
Shh, there's more.
There's more?
Yeah, after I cleaned, I discovered it. There was a chunk that had landed in a pitcher of water I had left on the counter. Some of the eggs had broken open, and there were tiny tadpole-like creatures swimming around. Cute. And if I did this right, I could maybe start a little fish farm.
Oh, good. Hunter.
I transferred them to a clean and bigger bucket and left it on the counter for future me to deal with after I've had a shower. Actually, by the time morning came, I was so excited to trade my new catch that I forgot about my new potential creature fish farm and went to the market instead.
So, did you?
No, I wasn't able to get much of anything since it was so bizarre that no one wanted to touch it. Not even Marisol. I really thought she'd be the one to take it, but I guessed wrong. I ended up trading it with some weird guy who said he was into collecting depth creatures. He said that if I ever found more, I could trade with him. I asked him what he does with them, and he just shrugged and said, connection. I still have no idea what that means, and I don't care because I ended up with a new repair kit.
That's it? Just a repair kit?
I know! In retrospect, if he wanted it that badly, I could have gotten way more out of it. But, you know, retrospect.
Oh, he smelled your desperation.
Well, I know that now. Anyway, once I got home, I finally remembered about the creatures I had in the bucket, and I saw that there was only one creature left swimming around. I was worried because I thought maybe the rest had gotten out. But get this, the creature had grown from the size of a small lure to the size of my fist.
Oh, that's fast.
Yeah, but get this. The water was murky though, and there were bits floating in it. And it didn't take me very long to figure out what I was looking at. The floating bits and the mucus. The creature had cannibalized its own siblings.
Oh.
It's so weird. I don't know what it was that compelled me, but I knew I needed to care for this creature. And not in the I'd one day like to breed and farm this creature for food way, in the actual care way.
Like a pet?
Yeah, but stronger? It was a feeling that I never felt before about anything, ever. I mean, aside from... well, don't laugh, but I promise you, I loved it. I wanted to do everything in my power to protect it.
Do you, I don't even... What was that like?
I wish I could tell you the details of everything that happened, but there are only blurs and feelings. Like how when you get really drunk and everything feels pretty floaty. I remember the feel of a knife in my hand and pain. But then there was also the sense of love afterwards as I let it feed on me.
You let it feed on you?
I remember these pin-sharp teeth like a kitten's, but way worse. Piercing my skin and then just feeling like I was the luckiest person alive.
That's why you're wearing sleeves? I thought it was just... Oh, God, Hunter.
Yeah, I don't like explaining the bite marks or the scars. Especially because I can't. Not really, anyway.
Are you healed now? What are the lasting effects? Are there any lasting effects?
Yes, and I don't know. Everything seems fine now.
How long was that going on for?
I can't even tell you how long it went on for, but it was enough time that the creature continued to grow and grow until it outgrew the creature that had birthed it. It was the size of a large dog and just as wide. I don't even know how I was able to keep a creature like that on my boat for that long without anybody noticing.
What? What do you mean? How did nobody notice?
You know, I had to ask around later because I don't know how no one found it suspicious. I bugged Rafe till he told me that I was just docked there for 2 weeks without leaving. No lights or signs of activity from me. He thought I'd abandoned the unsinkable or just died inside.
Oh, Hunter.
Frankly, offensive. No one thought to check on me.
Hunter.
Never mind. It's not important.
Hey, I'll notice.
You will?
Finish your story.
Well, one night I felt like I'd been dunked in ice. Everything came rushing back into my mind like I'd somehow been able to snap back into consciousness. I was suddenly just aware of everything. 2 weeks had passed and I remembered none of it except for vague sensations of euphoria. Waking up, it was what our ancestors would probably call a living nightmare. My boat was a wreck, covered in that thick slime, and the creature was just there in my kitchen. It was more awful looking than its parent.
Was it doing anything? Like, threatening?
I mean, not in an aggressive way. The eyes were all human and they followed me. Every step I took, it was just watching. The skin was slick and covered with a thick layer of that mucus. The body itself was the weirdest pudgy cross between an amphibian and a fish, but with arms and legs that resembled a lobster. It was a disgusting amalgamation of things. But the worst part was when it looked at me and opened its mouth. Its teeth were straight and white and human. I swear, I thought it was going to say something to me. I'm glad it didn't, because I don't know what I would have done if it said my name or something.
Oh, that doesn't even sound like the same creature you caught.
I know, but I'm guessing it was in different stages of maturity.
Yeah, from one terrifying creature to another.
The only thing that was the same were the eyes. Its human eyes zeroed in on me, and I felt like prey. Like I was the one being skewered with a hook. And I don't mean that in a metaphorical sense, because I reached up to yank it out of my cheek, but it wasn't there. It stalked closer to me, and I swear, I could feel the sharp tug of the line bringing me closer to it. I couldn't do anything to stop my legs from moving me forward. I could see those pincers clacking, ready to snip off parts of my body, joint by joint. It wasn't even touching me, and I could already feel the rip of the claws slicing through me, cutting me with the same methodical effort that I do with my prey. I couldn't take it anymore and screamed, but I didn't make a noise. But it did. In my voice.
What do you mean in your voice?
I don't know. It just was. It was the sharpest, most haunting wailing sound I'd ever heard. It made my eyes water, and I thought I was having an allergic reaction. The longer it screamed, the faster my throat swelled. I wanted it to stop at all costs. I wanted it to stop. The love that I'd had for it was gone, and I was scared. You know me, I was like really, really scared. I had never experienced fear the way that looking at it made me scared. Abyss. I thought I was going to die without telling.
Telling? Telling what?
Telling nothing. I thought I was going to die, so I fought back. Screw that thing. It wasn't doing anything except screaming at me, so I charged at it. I threw myself at the creature and broke open the door. I think it was so shocked at my attack because it didn't even resist as I manhandled and dumped the creature overboard. The second it hit the water and stopped screaming is when I could breathe again. I didn't even think about what came after. I just wanted it dead. I ran to the bridge and I started the engines. I felt something get caught in the blades, but I didn't care. I took off and made sure to look for the bloody streaks I was leaving behind. I didn't stop until I realized the sun was setting and I needed to dock somewhere.
So, what happened to the unsinkable?
It broke down after that. Sunk to the bottom of the ocean. Somewhere in Metro. I haven't been able to trade up for a new one. I've been relying on taxis. Well, up until they stopped saying yes to me.
Because you're a menace?
Yeah, because I'm a menace. Thanks for taking me in. I think of all the couriers I've asked for rides from, you're my favorite.
Glad you're alive to tell me that. Weird question, but do you, like telling that story?
I tell it to everyone who takes me. Of course, you get the full unedited.
Why?
Because you're not a stranger and deserve the full hunter experience.
No, not why. Why would you tell people?
Oh, so they know what they're getting into.
And? Oh.
Yeah.
We need to stop.
I understand.
No, I mean it's getting dark. We need to stop.
But we're so close.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like docking in dangerous places. You know, Glendale has one decent port, and I'd rather not get caught anywhere else.
Sun City.
Yeah, Sun City.
Yeah, I suppose it's better to sleep through it.
Here, can you put the radio back inside while I dock?
Sure.
Next trade. You owe me extra rations.
Of course. What are you cooking?
I've got some canal snake leftovers, so that. Oh hey, turn on the radio.
Sure.
Wasn't it, listeners? Well, I've got an update for you on the earthquakes felt in the Grand Canyon. Some listeners reported seeing the tips of a giant fin poking up beneath the surface before dipping back down. I don't know about you, but I would steer clear for now. Speaking of steering clear and steering in general, there have been sightings of a pretty bad whirlpool forming in the Havasu area. As we all know, just let them run their course and travel can resume as usual. Just don't get caught up in it, because we'll never see you again. I hear the sun setting, so you all know what that means. Stay inside, stay asleep, and stay safe. You'll hear me again bright and early tomorrow morning. Our last song for the night is Down Down Jellyfish by the Monocle Keepers. Hasta luego.
Episode 1 featured Abigail Kim as Hunter, Margarita Estrella as Elena, Noel R. León as Marisol, Kennedi Rianne as Anak, Manu A as El Saguaro, with Plain Yogurt as the unknown customer. This episode was written and produced by Kennedi Rianne. All licensing information can be found on the website at LeftoversAtTheEndOfTheWorld.com. Thanks for listening. Marami pong salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik.